Hello students, welcome to this English class. In today's lesson, we are going to study a grammar topic which is the present continuous, which is the same as present progressive. Son el mismo, the present continuous, el presente continuo, and the present progressive, y el presente progresivo. Well, these two tenses have a characteristic in common. Estos tiempos siempre van a tener una característica en común. All the progressives and all the continuous, todos los progresivos y continuos van a tener la característica that we have to add ing to the verb. De que tenemos que agregarle una ing a su verbo. That is going to be the main characteristic of the present progressive or the present continuous. And all of them, all the progressives, all the continuous. Todos los progresivos y los continuos deben llevar ing en su verbo. So, entonces, what is the use of this present continuous? ¿Cuál es el uso de este presente continuo? Well, describe things that are happening now. Use the correct form of be and add ing to the main verb. So it is going to describe things that are happening in this moment. Es utilizado para describir cosas o situaciones que están pasando en este momento. Or at the moment that you are speaking. O al momento en el que tú estás hablando. Okay? We have to use the correct form of the verb to be. Se supone que tenemos que utilizar la forma correcta del verbo to be, el cual ya se sabe. And well, we have to add ing to the main verb. Y tenemos que agregarle una ing al verbo principal. So we have here the three patterns. Aquí tenemos las tres estructuras, the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative. So let's start checking or let's start analyzing the affirmative. Vamos a analizar primero la afirmativa. We need a subject plus am, is, or are plus the verb with ing form plus a complement. So in this case, we need a subject. For example, Maria or no, Perla. I will use Perla. Perla is my subject. Perla, after the subject, I need an, is, or are. In this case, I have to be careful because I have to choose one. Aquí tengo que tener cuidado porque solo puedo elegir uno, am, is, or are. Perla is she, Perla es ella, that's why I have to use is. Perla is. And the verb that I'm going to use is watch. El verbo que quiero utilizar es watch, ver. Perla is, and my verb has to be with ing form. Y mi verbo debe llevar terminación ing. Watching. Watching and the complement TV. Okay? And here is my first sentence in present progressive. Y aquí está mi primer enunciado en presente progresivo. Perla is watching TV. Perla está viendo la televisión. As I told you, como les había dicho, it's a tense that is used for situations that are happening right now. Es para hablar de situaciones que están pasando justo en este momento. So Perla is watching TV. Perla está viendo la televisión. Number two, número dos. Well, I will write my parents, mis papás. This is my subject. Este es mi sujeto. So I need am, is, or are. ¿Cuál de los tres voy a utilizar? Am, is, or are. In this case, I have to use are because my parents, porque mis papás son ellos. And according to the verb to be, I have to write. Y de acuerdo con el verbo to be, tengo que escribir. They are. My parents are. My parents are live is my verb. Vamos a poner como verbo el verbo live, vivir. My parents are live. I have to add ing form. Tengo que utilizar la forma ing al final del verbo. When my verb finishes in letter E, cuando mi verbo termina en letra E, I have to erase it. Tengo que borrarlo and add the ing form y agregar la forma ing. My parents are living in Huatusco. Okay? Mis papás están viviendo en Huatusco. Number three, número tres. Well, I will write the children. The children. Who is or who are the children? ¿Quién es o quiénes son los niños? Well, the children are they. Los niños son ellos. That's why I have to use are. The children are. Let's use the verb read. Vamos a utilizar el verbo leer. and I have to add ing. Y tengo que agregarle el ing. Reading, complement a book. The children are reading a book. Los niños están leyendo un libro. Number 4, número 4. The subject is I, el sujeto es yo. So I have to use, entonces tengo que usar am. I am, yo estoy o yo soy, I am. Let's write, write. I told you, como les había dicho, si mi verbo termina en E, I have to erase it. Tengo que borrarla and I add the ing form. I am writing a letter. Estoy escribiendo una carta. Okay. So these four examples are in affirmative. So I will write now the interrogative form. Okay. So, well, now let's study the negative form. Ahora vamos a estudiar la forma negativa. The negative form is, well, different because in this case we have to use not is, not are, and not am. I have to use am not, is not, or are not, okay? So remember, this can be contracted. Esto puede ser contraído. We can use contractions. For example, is not could be the same as isn't, like this, okay? Or are not, it could be the same as, well, in this way, aren't, okay? So they can be contracted. Entonces pueden ser contraídas. We can use the contractions if we want. Podemos utilizar las contracciones si así lo deseamos. So now let's write the same examples. Vamos a usar los mismos ejemplos. Perla is watching TV. Perla está viendo televisión. Now I want to say that Perla is not watching TV. Ahora quiero decir que Perla no está viendo televisión. And for this, y para esto, I have to start with the subject. Tengo que empezar con el sujeto. Number one, número uno. Perla. So I'm not, is not, are not. In this case, is not. Perla is not watching TV. Okay. Perla no está viendo televisión. Number two. Well, according to the affirmative, my parents are living in Huatusco, so I will write my parents. My parents what? My parents are not, is not, or are not. In this case, my parents are not. The verb living in Huatusco. Okay, like this. Number three. Number three is like this. The children are reading a book. So I will write the children. I will use a contraction here. Voy a utilizar la contracción aquí. The children aren't. The children aren't reading a book. So in this case, los niños no están leyendo un libro. And finally, number four. So it is going to be, I am writing a letter. So it is going to be, I am not, or here you can write the contraction, I'm not writing, I'm not writing a letter. Yo no estoy escribiendo una carta. So this is the way of the present continuous in negative. Now let's analyze how we can how to build the interrogative sentences. In this case, we are going to have the am, is, are at the beginning. Here is going to change a little bit. Aquí va a cambiar un poco porque el am, el is o el are van a ir al principio ahora. And after the subject, después el sujeto, after the verb with ing form, después el verbo con ing, finally the complement and the question mark. Finalmente el complemento y el signo de interrogación. So in this case, it's going to be Perla is not watching TV. Is Perla watching TV? And the question mark. Is Perla watching TV? Okay. Number two. Are My parents, sorry, my parents, are my parents living in Huatusco? So in this case, it is a question mark. Number three, are the children reading a book? Reading a book and the question mark. And finally, number four, am I writing a letter and the question mark? Okay, so this is how we can write the questions. Okay, so I repeat. The present continuous or present progressive is used to describe things that are happening right now. Es para escribir cosas que están pasando justo ahora. And we have three patterns. Tenemos tres estructuras: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Okay. So all of them are with ing form in the verb. Todas ellas llevan ing en el verbo. So be careful. Así que sean cuidadosos. And well, for today that's all. Por hoy es todo, chicos. I hope to see you in the next video. Espero verlos en el siguiente video. Goodbye. Take care.